Hi, my name is Neil Venkatraman and I'm the owner of a company called Equity Excel in Chicago. I want to share my experience of working with Ultimate Virtual Employee on a huge mobile app called Lean Buddy. I work directly with Vishal. Before hiring Ultimate Virtual Employee and Vishal, I worked with a local company in Chicago called Chicago Code Monkeys because I thought they would develop a better quality app for me, and since me being in Chicago, I thought it would have an advantage of having a local Chicago company. I had originally chose them over Vishal, but after investing 4 months of my time and three of our partners, we invested about $10,000. We realized they provided us with a half-baked product and a quotation and an architecture that was not even worthwhile building. We gave them the first delivery milestone to be 1 month after kickoff. 4 months later, they stopped responding to emails and phone calls. They knew perfectly well that they couldn't do the work given the scope and needed more money and effort. The problem was that we lost a lot of time, resulting in at least about $50,000 of lost revenue. We now have a case pending against that company, and we're going to go to court to recoup some of our investment. So what happened was that time is I called back Vishal again, an Ultimate Virtual Employee, who basically rescued us from this whole thing. Vishal and his team of programmers, were very patient with us and designed the entire scope of work before launching the project. The mistake I made with the other company was that I did not do the full detailed scoping. I gave them 3 or 4 screens. They came back with a good scope and based on what they thought the app should be, and it was a disaster. We found that with Vishal, we took time to prepare the scope diligently, and we went through all the different pieces of it. More importantly, they went back, they put everything in a documentation, they had calls with us, and we actually video recorded 2 calls piece by piece. They asked questions, and we took them through exactly what we want. After the initial scope and architecture, we've given them some milestone dates and deadlines so that there was no surprises. We've been working with them for over a year now, and they delivered on all the milestones as promised. One thing we did do differently, which we didn't use Vishal for, and it's a good idea in hindsight, is that we got their code reviewed by an independent programming company in Chicago. We chose someone else who had experience in mobile development because no code is going to be perfect, so we hired a brand new team for testing. We've given them the code, look at all the work and the feedback. They literally gave us a thumbs up on Vishal's work and the quality of the work. Our app's now available on both the iTunes and Android store. You can just type in Lean Buddy and see it. Ultimate Virtual Employee are awesome. They work late nights, weekends, always got on a call with us. They have a good methodology and process. I'd highly endorse them if you want to use them. I would say whenever you're building an app of a huge scope, you got to trust someone and know someone, and more importantly, scoping it was our downfall. I wish I knew that up front and how important it is, because the people actually doing the programming should know exactly what the output should look like and the details of the architecture before doing that. Again, Vishal, thanks for doing an awesome job.